Ever found yourself worrying about something that, in reality, isn't as big of a deal as it seems? For some men, the size of their penis becomes that overwhelming worry, even when there's no real reason to be concerned. This feeling is so persistent and stressful that it can start to take over other parts of their life, leading to what's known as small penis syndrome, or in some cases, penile dysmorphic disorder, PDD. This isn't about actual physical differences, though. Most of these men have completely normal-sized penises. The problem lies in the anxiety and distorted perceptions they develop. They become obsessed with the idea that their penis is too small, even when it falls within the average range. So, what's going on here, and why does this happen? Let's dive in. Understanding small penis syndrome. First things first, what exactly is small penis syndrome? It's a form of body image anxiety, closely related to body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, a condition that distorts how someone views their own body. In this case, it focuses on the penis. The term, small penis syndrome, might sound casual or even dismissive, but the anxiety that comes with it is very real. It's not a medical condition, but for the men experiencing it, the distress can feel just as intense as a physical illness. It's important to note that men with small penis syndrome don't actually have a penis that's too small. The issue is mental, not physical. There's even a medical term, micropenis, for those who do have a penis significantly smaller than average, typically defined as 2.5 standard deviations below the norm, but this is extremely rare. What's more common is that many men worry about their penis size even when they fall perfectly within the average range. The numbers you need to know. So, what is average? There's a huge misconception that the average penis is 6 inches long when erect. This is simply not true, and this myth fuels a lot of unnecessary anxiety. A 2014 study of over 15,000 men found that the average erect penis is around 5.17 inches long. In fact, only about 10% of men have a penis longer than 6 inches when erect. Think about that. Most men who worry that they're too small are likely within the normal range. Yet, this anxiety persists, largely due to false information, unrealistic portrayals in media, and comparisons that simply aren't fair. Interestingly, while 85% of women in a study were satisfied with their partner's penis size, only 55% of men were satisfied with their own. This disconnect is a big part of why small penis syndrome exists. Symptoms of small penis syndrome. How does this anxiety show up in daily life? For men dealing with small penis syndrome or PDD, the worry doesn't just stay in their head. It starts affecting their relationships, their confidence, and even their ability to function sexually. Some common signs include constantly comparing their penis size to others, whether in real life or through media like pornography. A persistent belief that their penis is too small, despite evidence to the contrary. Feeling embarrassed or ashamed about their size, even when it's within a normal range. Avoiding sexual intimacy due to fear of judgment from a partner. Experiencing difficulties in sexual function, such as getting or maintaining an erection, due to the anxiety they feel. Some men also exhibit other signs of body dysmorphia, like obsessively checking their appearance, or grooming excessively to try to fix perceived flaws. Over time, this level of anxiety can lead to deeper issues like depression or severe social anxiety, further complicating their day-to-day life. The role of the media and society. It's not hard to see why so many men fall into the trap of worrying about their size. Between unrealistic portrayals in adult films and the constant pressure to meet certain physical ideals, the idea that bigger is better has become ingrained in our culture. This false narrative sets men up to feel inadequate, even when there's nothing wrong with them. The truth is, the obsession with size is far more about societal expectations than sexual satisfaction. The majority of partners, especially women, don't care about the size of their partner's penis. As mentioned earlier, studies show that most women are satisfied with their partner's size. For them, the connection, communication, and intimacy matter far more than a number on a measuring tape. How to manage the anxiety. For men who struggle with small penis syndrome, the first step toward feeling better is understanding that their anxiety is rooted in perception, not reality. Here are a few strategies that can help. 1. Get the facts. Understanding the real data about average penis size can put things in perspective. Most men who think they have a problem actually don't, and learning the truth about what's average can provide relief. 2. Talk to a professional. If the anxiety persists, talking to a doctor or therapist can make a world of difference. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is particularly effective. It helps men identify the thought patterns driving their anxiety and teaches them how to change those thoughts. 3. Address triggers. For some men, specific triggers, like pornography or comparing themselves to others, worsen their anxiety. Recognizing these triggers and minimizing exposure to them can help reduce feelings of inadequacy. 4. Seek partner support. Open communication with a partner can also be incredibly reassuring. In many cases, a partner's acceptance and understanding can help ease the worry about size, leading to better sexual confidence and satisfaction. 5. Sex therapy or couples counseling. For men whose anxiety about penis size is affecting their relationship or sexual performance, working with a sex therapist or couples counselor can help. Together, partners can learn how to focus less on size and more on connection, pleasure, and mutual satisfaction. Questions to ask a doctor. If you're worried about your penis size or how it's affecting your mental health, don't hesitate to talk to a doctor. Here are a few questions that can help guide the conversation. Is my penis size within the average range? Is it normal to feel anxious about penis size? How can I overcome my anxiety? Can you refer me to a therapist who specializes in body image issues? Do I have signs of body dysmorphic disorder, BDD? Are there ways to manage any sexual dysfunction caused by my anxiety? Conclusion. Anxiety about penis size is more common than you might think, but it doesn't have to control your life. The pressure to measure up to unrealistic standards is everywhere, but it's based on myths, not facts. For most men, learning the truth about what's normal, combined with support from a partner or a professional, can be enough to quiet those worries. If you're struggling with anxiety about your penis size, remember that you're not alone and there's help available. Taking steps to address the underlying issues, whether through therapy, education, or open communication, can free you from the constant worry and help you feel more confident in your own skin. In the end, the goal is to shift the focus from what you think you lack to all that you truly have.